are we going to see an alt season in the coming weeks? That's the thing we'll try to answer during that video. So first thing first, if you buy TIA, most likely, even though we have an alt season, you will not make money, right? So it's a bit of a joke, of course, but I was chatting with some friends recently about TIA because they like wanted to buy TIA, and like the truth is like people shield TIA when they are paid, and so if you buy that, then you're a bit exit liquidity, and has been the case since like almost a year and a half now. So don't buy TIA, really buy the coins or the altcoins that make sense, that have like an organic traction and like, you know, that are like, you know, healthy, instead of like buying like those coins that just like will pump because they will do like some weird like pump and dump stuff. So I would stay far from TIA on my side. Otherwise, regarding the market, I think the very cool thing is like we are close to, for me, right, a local top on ETH BTC, right? ETH has been like overperforming, blasting BTC since a few months now. I think it will like slow down a bit here. That's my thesis. So I have like reduced a bit my ETH exposure, trying to rotate to like a bit of Solana and some cash, and then also some altcoins. So that's the first point. Of course, BTC is consolidating. Is a bit slow. I think it's kind of like doing the same playbook as we have here. Like perhaps we go down to consolidate, but it's just consolidating for me. Then we have Solana starting to overperform BTC. Fairly easy. Why? Because BTC is lagging and Solana starts to push. I think people are front running a lot of flows, a lot of buy pressure that will go to Solana in the coming months and weeks. So we are going to explain that during that video. So stay in. And we have Solana ETH that will probably have a bottom. My thesis is like the bottom is close. And so that's why I've drastically reduced my ETH exposure. I had like not such a big ETH exposure, but it gave me like the fact that ETH pumped gave me like an opportunity to sell my ETH. I'm not that bullish ETH, you know it. I think we all have been overexposed more or less to ETH, and so I have sold ETH to rebalance to some other coins, rotating a bit to Solana, to some other altcoins, and also to cash. So yeah, I've been a cool run on ETH. It still has some juice, but I think 4,600 is, or $4,600 is a good take profit price for ETH. So yeah, I tweeted. I was like, okay, took profit here. I'm very happy that it pumped again, because I was like, okay, I haven't took profit enough when it goes down like $600, $800, and now I'm taking a bit more profit to rotate to other coins. Any other stuff I wanted to discuss about? Creator bid, very strong, a lot of organic growth. So that's definitely more the coins you want to buy compared to like a TIA that is like that has no organic growth. Where Creator bid, they have some organic growth, community is growing. So feel free to check it out. Of course, everything I'm saying is not a financial advice, and make your research, build your plan. Why ETH pumped? Answer is simple. BlackRock ETF, 10 times the inflows they got in a year, in 2 months. So they had like 7 billion plus inflows on the BlackRock ETF, mainly because some treasury companies bought some ETH and they bought through BlackRock. So yeah, that's the thing. So it's not really organic. It's not really the people in crypto buying. It's like new money buying Bitcoin, buying Ethereum and making it pump. And I think Solana could be next. We're going to discuss why. Starts to see like a lot of liquidations. I think people starts to perhaps understand that smart money is buying Solana, and that you should be cautious in not having exposure like shorting Solana. Otherwise, on the order flow, looking better. You know, I think when we had like the first like bounce here, I was like, okay, order flow looks super bad. It will dumped, and during the dump, order flows now look a bit better. Funding rates are a bit more in our favor, I would say, which is pretty cool. But still, the market is pretty weak. End of August, not much news and everything, so no need to rush. And very important to take some profit. I had some friend, they had like, I don't know, 50% of their crypto bag that was in ETH, and they are still like, no, I don't want to take profit. I want to wait like 8K. Guys, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Some people are like, yeah. Anyway, never forget to take some profit. Solana treasuries are going to be monstrous. It only takes an epic corner for the raise to change leads. Solana co-founder. Yeah, I think could be like Q4, an alt season on Solana with like Solana getting a lot of traction and then the meme coins on Solana too. So that's why it's a very important timing to load your bags because when it will go, the trend will go. Of course, small shout out to the people who still hold Atom. Your bravery is unmatched, and and it's of course a joke, right? But like, who is still holding some Atom, right? I'm confused. So yeah, no, if you still have some Atom, you better try to I think change your crypto strategy, right? Because it's been 3 years since like nothing has happened. The ecosystem too. So yeah. You don't need to suffer that much, you know. Life could be chiller. So if you want to have a chiller life, join the trenches. So if you still have Atom, please join the trenches. Like you will have a positive return in a very fast positive return, I would say. Yeah. So trenches is a small alpha group. I'm just doing a live a week in this group. Also, like sometime commenting in the private chat. I mean, it's funny. They upload some shots of me during the live. Feel free to have a look like that. You have a bit of a feeling of the lives. I think they have like a public Telegram. Feel free to join it. But very cool group. I hope it will grow during the bull market like that. We all make it, and we all make it big. You know, the atmosphere is chill. You have nothing to expect. You know, during the trenches, just like you will be with some guys that are probably wealthier than you, more knowledgeable, better in trading with different alpha. So that's the goal. Is like to have a group where everybody can gather, either to watch and get the alpha, or like either to participate and question themselves about the alpha, about their conviction, and become better investor. So I would say that the trade of not joining the trenches is a bad trade. So yeah, be careful. About the rate cuts, ladies and gentlemen. So rate cuts, we have been waiting for so long to see those rate cuts, and it's probably coming. We had Powell that is like easing a bit on the fact that he's like, okay, I want to cut the rates. And so the rates have been very high since 2 years now. It's like 1 year, then we have the top in at 5%, and that's been painful. Why? Because the cost of money is super high. Most of the very wealthy people just put their money to yield at 5%, because when you have a lot of money, 5% a year is a lot of return, you know. When you are like guys like us in the trenches, we don't want 5%, right? We would better have our money not working rather than having 5%. And so perhaps we should have like a rate cut in September, more rate cuts in Q4 that will definitely make a lot of money that are in those treasury bonds getting back to more risky assets like stocks and like crypto. So we are really at a pivot point, you know, here. And we want the rates to go down fast because the economy is really slow, kind of like stagflation, kind of like recession, and we don't want to spend too much time with the rate super high. Another bullish news for Solana, Galaxy, Jump, Multicoin. I think a few of the very big names we have in crypto. Multi-billion-dollar company. I think Multicoin is a billion-dollar plus company, right? It's a VC fund, and they are trying to fundraise to build the largest Solana treasury. So that's good for our bag, right? We will have a bunch of super wealthy guys getting the money of more wealthy guy to buy more Solana. And I think when we get that, it's going to be massive. And so you want to be well positioned. Another shout out to few of the coins, you know, we are sharing in trenches, we are buying, so not a financial advice, do your research. But what we want to see is something like that, you know, the price consolidating since like a year now, and then the token is pumping and we are able to have like a very big return and make money off that, you know. And that's the thing, is like, it's your ability to find those coins. That's the thing you should be focused on. And that's the thing we try to do in trenches. Is like we try to get as many coins that will overperform. We want to be right, not to be wrong. Because if you get few like that, or like if your money is mainly exposed to those coins, then it will compound faster and you will become, you will make money. So that's the thing. And then you have people. So you have people like joining the trenches and being focused on trying to figure out the next coin, going parabolic. And then you have the guys that feel they are in the trenches and are buying the Yeezy coin that is like kind of like a rug, right? I don't know how you call that in crypto now. but it's just like some cabal guys launching a coin to max extract and to make you exit liquidity. And so if you're buying that and losing money, I think you can't really complain. It's like the free market, right? But yeah, and you should stop doing that anyway, and focus in like more the cute coins, the high quality coins that will survive and that will remain. Yeah, on Q42 we have like a AI sale coming up early September, a very cool one because it's a very unique and very new thing I think in AI. It's about data and everything, so that's a pretty cool one. So go follow Q42. Go comment here, try to guess the project. If you guess it, like honestly, I would be surprised. I did a small thread about ETHEREUM AI. I think you should definitely go check the website. And once again, I'm not paid, not to say that, right? I'm an investor, but it's just like the website is insane. The product is so cool. So what I try to do is like fastest video AI model in the world, first decentralized infrastructure layer for autonomous videos. So basically the stuff is like, I think the next big phase in AI is videos, because it's painful to read, right? For humans, they want more dopamine, so they want more like TikTok vibe of stuff. And so with ETHEREUM, like I see a world where like bunch of people can generate like 10 times more video. So TikTok will be 10 times more viral, or like 10 times more like dopamine, boosting your dopamine, yeah, kind of. And that's cool. They have examples, of a bunch of videos, and I feel like soon the world will be only about AI videos everywhere, because they are just like cooler for the brain, I don't know how you feel, but like when I see like those strawberries here and like raspberries and everything, like you feel your brain is like locked in a different way, right? Because it's AI, I don't know. So that's pretty cool. Another funny video, so we found like on the Merov Club. If you are French, you should join the Merov Club. It's a funny club. 2 years ago, when Solana was at $13, so that's me doing a video where I did like multiple videos on multiple alpha I had that I was convinced on, and I was like not trying to shield it, because you don't want to shield Solana, right? It's a big FDV, so people should make their own decision. But it was at what? It was at so I was like, yeah, people are like, Solana is dead. 99% of the crypto Twitter was here, and the goal was to be here. So we never know if we are here in the high IQ standards or like in the low IQ when we have those kind of alpha. But it's been a wild one, It was when Solana was below $20. And that's the thing I'm trying to do every day, doing some research to figure out the next big asymmetric bets with the highest expected value, so the highest risk reward. That's the goal. Interesting tweet from, I don't know how you call that, OX Gumshoe, yeah, about Solana, explaining that he see a potential big pump. Interesting one, and I think he's right. It's the institutional time. It's the time for institutions to join Solana. So that's pretty cool. Mog, I had like a lot of questions about Mog. It's one of my favorite meme, just personally speaking. Then it's about looking at the chart and everything, right, guys? It's not because like we love the meme that we have to buy it, right? We have to check like the on-chain metrics, the distribution, where it's listed, etc., etc. But yeah, Mog is going down quite a lot, which is cool. I think it will soon go back to like a price where I'm comfortable in buying. It still need to go down, let's say, an extra. I already have a bag, right? 30%. So no rush. If we get the extra 30%, I will most likely add some. For now, I will just wait. But yeah, very interesting meme coin. Really recommend you to go check the Twitter. It's such a funny one. And meme coin is about like culture. It's about the community. It's about feeling something when you look at the stuff, And I think the image are viral. So the IP. So every time they generate like a photo, it's being shared by the community, posted on other socials. It makes just the brand more and more famous, And the more people know the brand, more people can buy, and more likely it can go up. If it goes up, more people buy, extra. And perhaps to end up on Saint, call me crazy, but Bera might be the most hated rally of the cycle. So when I see that, sometimes I laugh because I'm like, okay, I feel this coin will never go back up. And so, like, of course, I want to pass. And sometimes, when I'm like, I like this guy, I'm like, can he do like the Bera short? Can he do like a recovery, right? And I think Bera chain has been an interesting one, to be honest. And so, for example, when I see that on Twitter, what's my reaction is like, okay, I will try to check the metrics on chain, check a bunch of stuff, discuss with some friends that know chain very well to see if there is like some kind of alpha or something that I have missed and that I should be aware of, because like it could be like a good investment, you know, at some point, you know, because like when the stuff like are hated so much and like people think it will go to zero and you feel it doesn't, perhaps this is when you have like a trade to do. So I need to do some research about chain. Another one opposite of it is IP, you know, resisting pretty well, honestly, with all the FUD they had. So I opened like in the trenches like a short, I don't remember where it was. Got scared a bit, but I ended up like having a good profit, and I'm re-entering very slowly some shorts on IP. Very slowly, I'm in no rush. I know it will go down at some point. It's just like I don't want to be squeezed if it goes to $10. So you know me, when it comes to short selling, I'm really conservative, really sizing small, sizing small. So I don't need to have leverage. I don't need to, how you say that, like have a stop loss or whatsoever. I just let the trade breathe a bit, if that makes sense. So yeah, anything else I wanted to add? Let me think. We have Popcat getting into the buy zone soon, below 0.25. I think I will add some, accumulating slowly, not really rushing. What else? But yeah, if you have like any coins you want me to discuss about, let me know. I think Solana perhaps like will be a bit topish locally, and I will try to add some. I think if we go back below 0.75, I think I will try to accumulate below that price. It's a bit high, but accumulate extra SOL to have like a trade if it overperform, and add a bit more meme coin, if that makes sense. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free, if you have any question in the comments, feel free to share, to like, subscribe, join trenches, whatsoever. Always happy to have a chat. And yeah, take care. Ask any question in the comment. If you want me to do a video about a specific topic, specific coins, feel free to do so. I will be happy to do so. And cheers, take care.